anywhere. This will be probably about a month now with no chemtrail activity. So I don't know why they've stopped, but we're loving it. Hey guys, it is Saturday, 31st I think it is, of August 2019, or as Martin says, or so they say. Another beautiful winter's day here in southeast Queensland, Australia. We had a little bit of rain a couple of days ago, just a smattering, a little bit of a sprinkle here or there, but other than that, for over a month now, there's been absolutely no chemtrails at all. The skies are beautiful and clear, a beautiful deep blue. We've had a little bit of haze because there's been a few bushfires around the place in the last week, but other than that, we're getting really deep blue skies. It's absolutely beautiful. So I don't know why they've stopped chemtrailing, but I'm not complaining, I'm just making note of it. I wish I'd actually written down the first day I noticed they'd stopped, but it's definitely been over a month now that we have not had a chemtrail in sight, not one. We've had beautiful, fluffy, natural looking clouds or completely clear blue skies with not a cloud in sight. So it's been absolutely amazing. Our son did a skydive last Sunday. Unfortunately, he's not a flat earther, so he wouldn't have been looking at the level of the horizon. But, oh, sorry about that noise. I don't know what I did. I must have hit the stereo. Yeah, but I'm hoping maybe one day if I can build up enough confidence, I might be able to throw myself out of a plane and try to use a P900 rather than the GoPros that they use as a standard for these sorts of things, so you can get an accurate depiction of the horizon and the earth below. But anyway, it was a great day. He enjoyed it. As soon as he landed, he wanted to get up and do it again. He's a bit of an adrenaline junkie, so yeah, I dare say that won't be his first skydive. So what else did I want to talk about today? I haven't done much with Caravan of Consciousness yet. I think I've only got maybe 2 or 3 episodes up. I've just got a lot of computer and internet issues in my area. My computer's super slow, so I'm still saving to try and get an upgraded computer. But also where we live, we're in a bit of a black spot when it comes to internet. Even though I don't have the base level internet, I've got the medium level. I don't have the business level, but I've got what I thought would be a fairly good package, fairly good rate to hook into, but for some reason I do have a lot of trouble with my internet fading in and out and dropping out, and it doesn't seem to like to stream and things like that. So that is why I haven't done too much, but I am hoping to, as I say, get an upgraded computer, and I might have to talk to my internet service provider at some stage and see what's going on. But I'm hoping to do something with Mike Williams from Sage of Quay. He's got something in the pipeline that I am going to be a part of, and I'd also like to get him on Caravan of Consciousness sometime soon. So hopefully that's in the pipeline. Also, Brian Staveley has said that he would be interested in having a little chat with me for my podcast. I haven't asked him yet, but I'm pretty sure Charlie Freak from Freak Sense TV will be up for it, and hopefully Mark Devlin as well. Also Paul Knight, Black Sheep researcher. So they're all people that I've sort of potentially got lined up to hopefully get on Caravan of Consciousness. But I just wanted to let you know I haven't forgotten about getting that podcast up and running, but as I said, I've just had computer issues, I've had internet issues, plus like everybody else, life is busy. There's always something going on, particularly when you've got family and you know, you've got to make a living to put food on the table and pay for the roof over your head, and you're doing research as well, so yeah, life's pretty busy at the moment anyway. But yeah, just wanted to touch base, guys. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm nearly at my destination. So, but yeah, it's been absolutely awesome having this beautiful clear blue skies. Whoops, sorry. There you go. Back up and running again. Yeah, beautiful clear blue skies, and not a chemtrail in sight. So just wanted to document that. I know it's not the case in other places. People are still being bombarded. So, but anyway. Okay, that's it for now. Ciao. Hi, I'm on the homeward bound trip, so I just thought I'd share a few more of my thoughts just to finish this video off. I just saw a sticker on the back of the car in big block letters. Fuck off, cancer. And yeah, it's just amazing how people are still so hooked in to the fact that cancer, you know, the whole well, why would you have that sticker on your car anyway? What good's that going to do other than what you fear? You usually attract to yourself, what you think about you bring about, and all that sort of stuff. But people are still so emotionally attached or emotionally involved with things like, you know, raising awareness for cancer, raising, you know, fun run to raise money for research for this and that and the other, when all they need to really do is just live cleanly, like change your diet, get away from eating rotting flesh, get back to a basic plant-based diet, as much raw as you can, get your body alkaline rather than acidic, and drink plenty of pure water, do sun gazing, get out in the sun instead of being fearful of it and covering yourself up with toxic sunscreens. So there's enough information out there now for people to become aware of all the natural therapies that actually do work, the real therapies, the real life things that you can do, rather than falling back on chemicals and drugs. And surely people have twigged on by now that they've been researching the cure for cancer, supposedly, for how many years now, and they're still apparently no closer to discovering, you know, or having that cure. So yeah, people just are so blind, but you know, we're walking in a quagmire of falsehoods, and people are just so easily, you know, which once upon a time I was always a huge environmentalist. I still am. I consider myself to look after the environment and recycle where I can and do what I can to help the environment that I'm in, the plane net. But I used to buy into the whole, you know, greenhouse effect, which has been redubbed global warming, which has been redubbed climate change, and now I realise it's all a big money grab. They're not really interested in helping the environment. If they were, they'd stop ripping down trees and forcing people off the land, and they'd stop geoengineering and causing droughts and in one area and then floods and hurricanes in other areas. So they're not interested in saving the environment. All they're interested in is carbon tax. So, but yeah, again, people are so blind to that, they just don't see it. So, but anyway, It is what it is. I try to be of the world, in the world rather, but not of it. So try not to get too emotionally attached or too emotionally triggered by even people that, you know, don't see it. It's hard when you're surrounded by people, but I'm lucky enough to have a lot of like-minded people as well in my life. So I've got a good mixture of people, really, and I just try and share knowledge and plant seeds where I can, and then people that are ready for it will look into things. People that aren't, well, it doesn't matter what you say or how you try and present the information. If they're not ready, they're just not ready. So it is what it is. Okay, what else did I want to touch on? Oh, my daughter is finally putting her music out there. She's always been a singer-songwriter and been into music, but I finally managed to get a YouTube channel up and running for her. There's only a couple of videos on it at the moment, but if you want to check her out, I'll put a link in the description below. But yeah, her name's Jayde, Jayde McLeod, McLeod, as in the Highlander, there can be only one. So yeah, Jade's got a couple of her originals up there, and she will be putting some more content up soon. So it's good to support indie artists, so I just thought I'd put that out there. You can like it, like her channel, hit the bell, subscribe if you want to. Yeah, it's good to support indie artists. I'm into the second book of Mark Devlin's at the moment, Musical Truths. The first one was brilliant. I've still got a lot of research to do. I'm going to go back and look at some of the links that he had in the book, which go into further research. So the whole Tavistock Institute, the fact that culture is created and it doesn't happen organically, and the music industry, the film industry, or pretty much every facet of life is all created, and it doesn't happen organically. So it's really interesting. I've been looking into these things for the past couple of years, but yeah, I'm really enjoying Mark's book. So okay, I'm just about home, so I'll wind up for now. If I think of anything else, I'll tack it on to the end of this. Otherwise, have a great weekend. It's Father's Day tomorrow for those of us in Australia. I don't know anywhere else in the world where it's Father's Day, but here in Ausland, it's Father's Day tomorrow. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We're going to go and watch some cars run around the track. So that should be fun. Spending time with the family and relaxing. So, you know, still got to do some of these things rather than just always research. I mean, it's great to do the research and it's great to know what we know, but sometimes it's good just to switch off and just be so-called normal for a day, although I really love being abnormal. Okay, talk to you later. Ciao. Another thing I noticed recently too, the bees have come back again. So there's been no chemtrails, and the bees, I don't know if you can see it, it's a bit bright out here and I can't see if I'm yeah, but we've got a lot of clover happening in the garden again now, and the bees have come back, so that's great.